Hey Heather, okay, this is such an amazing question, and I loved it because in the question it was very telling. You said, how can I accept where I am when I'm striving to change my body and mind? And the word striving alone is a very masculine view, it's a very masculine approach. And the word striving actually says that you're in the fear of it not happening, that you're in the do mode. And by masculine, what I mean here is feminine and masculine energy is very different. Feminine energy is in flow, surrender, creativity, fun, play, pleasure. The more lit up we are, the more we attract in, the more guidance we get, the more creativity we have, the more we flow, the more we release weight, the more we're aligned with our hunger, right? Even as I'm talking, right, I'm moving in this very Kundalini-esque, right, energy, which is that snake, right? Which is the feminine. And so masculine though is very goal. We're in do, we're in achieve, we're striving, we're succeeding. We've got to succeed. It's hard. We are putting the work in, right? So very different energy. And when we're striving, we're actually, it's an energy of, I need to make this happen. I'm not allowing for divine guidance. I'm not allowing for intuition. I'm not allowing for ease. I'm not allowing for flow. I'm actually in the fear of it not happening. I'm in a lack mentality with this. So often when we're really wanting to change, did you ever notice when you really want something, you can't get it? But the things that you don't want, you're like, oh yeah, like do you ever have a friend that you're like, they have no problems making money and you're like, I'm really struggling with money, but they have a problem with love and you constantly always are in amazing relationships, right? Or you're in the best marriage of your life, right? Of your life, because we all have like 10, right? So, or, you'll see somebody else that like really struggles with self-worth and love, but then when it comes to the career, they're like rocking it out. Right? So there's all of these differences, and it's these different areas where we're actually in our worth. But what it really shows is when we're in our worth, we're in our flow. We just believe without a shadow of a doubt that the thing that we're wanting is on its way to us. We're not putting all this focused energy on what isn't there that we need to make happen. So this isn't, and when I say, and I often will get the question, how do we accept where we are when we're wanting to change our body? How do I accept being overweight when that's not what I want to be? How do I accept being where I am in my business when I want to be making multi-millions? How do I accept, all of these different things? How do I accept a relationship that's not my ideal, but right? Like, so it's not just accepting it, putting your feet up, eating some donuts, calling it a day and being like, F that self-development stuff, right? Like, it's not about that. Instead, it's actually about going, okay, I'm constantly in a space of actioning what feels good for me, actioning what is aligned with my highest self for my highest good and the highest joy of all, right? Actually saying to yourself, I love and accept myself exactly as I am, and I trust and know and where I'm going. And may it be this or something greater. Just that statement, may it be this or something greater, really aligns you to the surrender of, hey, universe, source, God, mother nature, you know better than me. I only know what I know as a human, but you know something greater. So while you guide, I just know I'd like it to go in this direction, and you can take me anywhere there or something greater. You just go, girl, right? Like really being in that space, that's a whole different energy than this is what I want. This is how it needs to happen. I want 200 people in this program, right? Or like, I want to lose 60 pounds by this date, and it's this. I'm not saying not to have goals. There's a big difference. But when we're wanting to change, what her question is about changing on a fundamental, an inward, transformational change, right? Transformation is not a goal, right? It's a forever evolution. There's not one destination. We're humans. We're constantly changing. Whether you want to change or develop yourself or not, life is going to make it so that you are. And it's just up to you how much of an active participant you want to be in that, whether you want to be aware of it, whether you want to learn from it, grow from it, or you're just going to, but either way, you're going to change. So I say this to you because one, we actually get to a space of acceptance by actually saying, I trust and love where I am, and I trust and know where I'm going, and may it be this or something greater. I surrender, I surrender, I surrender. We want to get back into our feminine, which means I want you to get back into play, pleasure, lightness, fun, creativity. That is the feminine way. The feminine way is so powerful. We are the most powerful species. This is why we are actually, this is why white supremacy came in and was like, ladies, you're like too powerful. You can birth babies. And if we go back, I'm going to go on a tangent here, but if we go back to the times of, courtesans, I mean, we were the ones that were brought in and were sharing, go to war here, don't do that here, really going off of our intuition and guiding kings and rulers into war and battle. There's a reason why our power got capped. And now there's a resurgence, there's a claiming of that. And I'm really here to help women to know that you can have it all and you don't have to sacrifice, and it doesn't need to be with struggle. And it actually can be with a lot of fun and a lot of joy, and the way I do it, which is so much fun. So I say this to you because I really want you to remove the word strive. I want you to just keep asking, show me the way. This is my desire, show me the way. And then just follow, play a little game, go into meditation, turn it over, prayer, and ask, show me the way for my highest good with my highest joy. You know what my desires are. You guys don't need to keep repeating your goals and desires to the universe every day, day in and day out, and visualize them over and over again. The universe, your law of attraction, if it's a desire and it's meant for you, it's already there, it's already created, it's already waiting for you. It's just your constant focus on it not happening keeps it over here instead of bringing it here, instead of bringing it in here. So instead, did you ever notice when you actually let go of a goal, it ends up happening? When you let go of a dream, it's like, oh, it's the craziest thing. It came into my space. It's like, no, it's really not that crazy. You just stopped rejecting and putting up this whole wall of energy that's blocking it from you. So I want you to be in the space of receptivity. That's the left hand. I want you to actually just turn things over, and I want you to have more fun and release this constant striving to be a better human and to grow and to change. If you're not having fun and you're constantly reading self-development books, then put on some music. Listen to something else. Go and get some erotica, listen to a romance novel, get something else. I remember when I got diagnosed and I was getting into, I had my spiritual awakening, and a lot of what was coming to me was like, when did you stop listening to music? And I was like, oh my God, I don't know, because everything I listen to is about learning. I'm listening to every podcast, everything that I have. I'm in my car. Every ounce of my being was constantly focused on analyzing myself, up-leveling myself, growing and learning. And there is nothing wrong with that. But when we grow and learn a hell of a ton faster is when we're in our joy. It's when we're in our bliss. It's when we're a yes to life. It's when we're living life and we're having fun. That's actually why we're on this earth. That's what we're meant for. So a little bit more fun, a lot less striving, more of your feminine. Tell me how it goes. Email me at support@melissacatherine.com. I hope you found this so helpful. I always enjoy sharing. And guys, any questions that you have, email me. I'm here to share. All right, love you much, lady. Thank you so much for your 5-star review in the Wholeness podcast. Anybody that hasn't tuned in yet, please do and leave a review. They mean the world. And I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, tell me why. Let me know. Let me know how I can be of assistance to you, because that's really why I'm here, and that's what makes my heart so full. Thank you for allowing me to share with you today. Namaste.